Hello everyone. So in this video we will learn how to create a contact for new Eventbrite order. So imagine this, you are using Eventbrite to create events and a guy called as John has registered to one of your events. So you have John's name, email address and all those details. So now the idea is that you want to add John as a contact in constant contact, maybe to send him a confirmation email or follow-up messages in the future. So here you have two choices. The first choice is copy all the details of John from Eventbrite, sort it out and manually add him as a contact in constant contact. Now the problem with this approach is it's actually very repetitive and tiresome. So here I would suggest that you bring in some automation so that whenever a new order is created in Eventbrite, it will automatically create a contact on constant contact. So in this video, we will be using Pabbly Connect to integrate Eventbrite and constant contact. The best part of using Pabbly Connect is there is no need for coding skills or programming knowledge. It can be done easily. Let me show you on my screen. Okay, so we are going to begin with a small example. So this is my Eventbrite account and I have created an event. So this is an online event. It is known as a global CO2 rise. So basically it is an event that we are going to discuss along with my friends and colleagues about this global CO2 rise. So imagine this, some guy has found the link of this event and this is how he's going to participate. So this is the link in the new tab, basically in incognito mode, basically to get an idea that this is how the registration will work. Okay, so the idea is that once a person registers on this event in Eventbrite, he will be added as a contact in constant contact. So let me just add a person. So the name of the guy is, how about we go with the 𝗪𝗪𝗆. Okay, 𝗪𝗪𝗆 and this is her email. Okay, so a person called as 𝗪𝗪𝗆 and with the email address 𝗪𝗵𝘆 𝗣𝗯𝗯𝗹𝘆 is registering to this event. So let me just click on register. Okay, so a person called as 𝗪𝗪𝗆 has registered to this event and the ticket has been sent to this address, email address, that is 𝗪𝗵𝘆 𝗣𝗯𝗆𝗃@gmail.com. So let's have a look in constant contact. Do we have a person called as 𝗪𝗪𝗆? So this is my list in constant contact. Let me just refresh this list. So we can expect to find this person called as 𝗪𝗪𝗆 in the list. So let me just refresh. Okay, yeah. So we have the name, that is 𝗪𝗪𝗆, and the last name is Gomez. This is the email address 𝗪𝗵𝘆123@gmail.com. So basically this is the gist. Once a person registers to an event, he will be added as a contact in constant contact. So to begin the actual integration process, first type pabbly.com in your browser, pabbly.com. So your obvious question is, why pabbly.com? Well, we have an app called as Pabbly Connect that will integrate Eventbrite to constant contact. So this is the website of pabbly.com. Let me just click on sign in. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I already have made an account in Pabbly Connect. You can also build your own free account in just 2 minutes. So let me just scroll down and here you will find connect. Just click on access now. Okay, so before I create a new workflow, there is something I have to do. So as you can see, I already have created a workflow that has integrated Eventbrite to constant contact. Now to avoid the duplication of results, I am just going to switch this workflow off. Okay, so let me just start from scratch by creating a new workflow. The name of the workflow, I'm going to give it as Eventbrite to constant contact. Eventbrite to constant contact. And then let me just click on create. Okay, so when you click on create, a window appears in front of you. This is called as the trigger window. So basically we are going to create a new workflow. Now if you want to clone or replicate this workflow, the link of this workflow is available in the description box. So now in the choose app, how about we make it as Eventbrite? Eventbrite it is. Now in the trigger event, how about we make it as new order? New order is a trigger event. So your obvious question is, what is a trigger event? Trigger is basically a if statement. It asks a question: if the condition is met, what should be done? For example, if a new order is made in Eventbrite, then what action should be taken by the system? Now we do have a ton of new triggers like new event created, event published, event unpublished. All of them are trigger events. Now in case if you want more triggers of your choice, you can make a request to our team at admin@pabbly.com to custom build a trigger event for you. But at present, I just want to send the data when a new event is created in Eventbrite. So basically, we are just trying to integrate Eventbrite to Pabbly Connect. So let me just click on Connect with Eventbrite. In the new credentials, let me just click on Connect with Eventbrite. Okay, so it is trying to authorize. Let me just click on Allow. Excellent. So it is showing the authorization successful. Just press OK. Now, as you can see in the organization, it is showing Aaron Manuel. So basically, this is the organization, basically my name. Okay. And now we have the event. So basically, at present, we only have one event, that is Global CO2 Rights. So the idea is that whenever an order is made in this event or whenever a registration is made in this event, Pabbly Connect has to capture the data. Now, in the usual applications, we basically copy this webhook URL and paste it into the triggering software. But all we have to do here is just click on Save and Send Test Request. So basically what it will do is it will integrate Pabbly Connect to this particular event in Eventbrite. So let me do that. Let me just click on Save and Send Test Request. Okay, so the API response is showing the data that we have integrated Pabbly Connect to this particular event. So what we're going to do here is next, I'm just going to click on Capture Webhook Response. So this will ensure that anytime a new registration is made in this particular event, Pabbly Connect will capture the data. So let me just take you to Eventbrite, and once again I am just going to copy this URL, and if you want you can open this in a new tab, but I prefer the incognito mode, okay, because it will definitely give you a perspective how a registrant is going to fill in the details. So let me just click on Register. Okay, so let me just click on Register. Okay, so we are going to start from new. Okay, so the name of the person I'm going to give is how about add a new person, Leonard, and the last name is Hofstadter, and this is the email. Okay, and I'm going to confirm the email. Okay, so we have entered the detail. Let me just click on Register. Okay, so a registration has been made by a guy called as Leonard Hofstadter. So what we are going to do here is we are just going to look into the constant contact in Pabbly Connect, whether it has captured this data or not. So as you can see, some data has been captured. So where is our Leonard Hofstadter's data? So as you can see, the data has been captured, but it is not related to the registrant's details. So the details are present in this address. So basically we have to extract the data from this address. So first of all, we have to isolate these characters from this whole URL. From the API URL, we basically have to isolate these characters. So to do that, first of all, let me just introduce one more window. So this window is called as the action window. Now here in the choose app, how about we make it as text formatter? Text formatter. Text formatter it is. Now in the action event, how about we make it as split text? So the idea is that we are going to remove the oblique signs away from these numbers. Okay, so it's actually pretty easy. I will just show you in a minute. So basically we have to map in the text that we want to format. So our format, the number that we want to format is this one, API URL, and we basically want to isolate these numbers. Now the separator I'm going to use is this oblique sign, and the segment index that we want to do is second to last. Okay, basically this. So let me just click on Save and Send Test Request. Okay, so as you can see, we do have the result. Now basically using this, we are going to extract the data of the registrant. Now our registrant was Leonard Hofstadter. So to do that, let me introduce one more window. So again, this is another action window. Now in the choose action, let me just type Eventbrite. Okay, and in the action event, how about we make it as get attendee by order ID. Select this, then click on Connect with Eventbrite. Again, click on Connect with Eventbrite. Okay, so let me just click on Allow. Authorization is successful. Excellent. Now basically we have to map the order ID. So this is the mapping button. We click this, and from here, from the second accordion, that is text formatter split text, we are going to click this and we are going to map it. Okay, so basically this is the result. So let me just click on Save and Send Test Request to fetch the detail of Leonard Hofstadter because he's the registrant in Eventbrite. So let me do that. Okay, so we do have some details. Okay, yeah, so Leonard Hofstadter, and this is the email. So basically using all this detail, we are going to create a contact in constant contact. So to do that, let me introduce one more action window. And here I'm just going to select the choose app as called constant contact. Now in the action event, how about we make it as create a contact? Okay, so create a contact is an action event. There are many more action events like update a contact, get a contact, and all of them are a bunch of action events. Now in case if you want more action events according to your choice, you can make a request to our team at admin@pabbly.com to custom build an action event for you. But at present, I just want to create a contact. Then click on connect with constant contact. In the new credentials, let me just click on connect with constant contact. Okay, so let me just press allow. Now before I press allow, let me tell you something. Pabbly Connect doesn't take any chances with your data. Your data is 100% safe and secure with us. So on the basis of that trust, let me just press allow. Okay, so showing the authorization is successful, just press OK. Now we do have a set of blanks in front of you. The purpose of these blanks is very simple. We are going to create a contact in constant contact from the data that we have received from Eventbrite via Pabbly Connect. So as you can see, when we click on list, we do have a ton of these words. So basically these are all these lists that is present in my constant contact account. Let me just show you. So the idea is that all the list that is present here is being simply shown from here. So let it load. So these are all the lists I have in my constant contact account. Okay, all the list that is present here is being simply reflected here. So the idea is that what if I create a new list? So for Eventbrite, I'm going to create a new list. So the idea is that once an contact is created from Eventbrite, it will be added to this list, Eventbrite list. Okay, I'm sorry, Eventbrite list. And let me just click on create. Okay, so a new list called as Eventbrite list has been created. So let me go to Pabbly Connect and let me just refresh this. So when I click on refresh, I can expect to find this newly created list in the drop down. So let me just check. Yes, we do have the list. Okay, Eventbrite list. Now coming to the email address, let me just click on this mapping button. And we have the details from this accordion, the third accordion. We select this and let me just scroll down. And the name of the person was the email of the person was 𝗪𝗵𝘆 this one, and we have mapped it. The permission I'm giving it as explicit. The first name is, I think it's Leonard, right? Yeah, the first name is Leonard. The last name is 𝗵𝘆. Okay, so the last name is 𝗵𝘆. The job title, we don't have any detail regarding that. The company, nope, we don't have any data regarding that. The home phone number, work phone number, and mobile phone number, no data, so we can just ignore it. So when I click on save and send test request, it will create a contact in constant contact. So let me do that. Let me just click on save and send test request. Okay, so the API response is showing the data has been sent. So let's have a look. So this is the list, Eventbrite list. So let me just refresh this. Okay, so I can expect to find this newly created contact whose name is 𝗪𝗵𝘆. Yes, we do have this list. We do have the contact 𝗪𝗵𝘆123@gmail.com. The first name is Leonard, the last name is 𝗵𝘆. 𝗵𝘆. Okay, so basically, and the status is showing it as subscribe. The presence of this data shows that we have successfully integrated Eventbrite and Pabbly Connect and constant contact with help of Pabbly Connect. Now, before we leave, let me just explain you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So before that, let me just minimize all of my action windows and the trigger window. So I have minimized this action window, I have minimized this action window, and I am going to minimize the trigger window. So basically, this is the whole process in a nutshell. First, you integrated Eventbrite to Pabbly Connect, and then you have used the text formatter basically to get the order ID. Now, after getting the order ID, you basically explode all the details of the registrant by using another action window. Now, again, you have created one more action window to integrate constant contact to Pabbly Connect. So now there's a perfect flow of data between Eventbrite and constant contact. Excellent.
Not just these two apps, you can integrate up plenty of applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any queries, contact us at admin@pabbly.com. Our dedicated team members will help you to automate your workflows. Or better, just visit our website www.pabbly.com. It's awesome. Thanks.